Alright, going to Dragon's Nest this time around. I can't tell if, at this point, is Dragon's Nest Law stage, or Feng stage, or Leroy stage?
I think if you practice any sort of Asian martial arts, Dragon's Nest is your stage. That's what Namco.
Are you saying it's Ling stage? It's not Ling stage.
Ling doesn't have a stage. If you like, yeah, I mean, like maybe it's Kinder Gym, but I don't know. But
Fight.
Because whenever they have like, it's always some new Asian martial art character beating the crap out of Law and or Feng on this stage.
It's fight nights, baby. Alright, nice 1-1-2, down 4-3. Classic no punish on that whiff back one there. Ooh, tried to whiff punish that just frame Skyrocket. Peacekeeper, big kick. Nice walk into the jab string in the back. Ooh, kicked him in the back of the head with the second hit of 3+4 whip. Skywalker had the presence of mind to not finish it.
Yeah, Tekken does weird things when you do like when you hit people multiple times in the back. Like Tekken does some weird stuff sometimes where they just start pushing you out real far. It's like our version of a game's like infinite prevention system. Because there were definitely older games where you could get like an infinite string on somebody's back and they couldn't get away from you.
Shout out to 5.0. Alright, Skywalker trying to ease up a little bit here. Peacekeeper, Kgargos trying to get in.
Yeah, there's two things that were really blowing him up in that first game. It was getting hit by backlash and not breaking the roll and choke. So he's starting to do both in the second game.
Oh, and there's that back one, a key move, but then the back two follow up right here. 2 rounds straight for Skywalker. Let's see if Kgargos can make some adaptations to get things on his side again. Whiffing the backlash.
Yeah, I'm not getting hit by it, so it's still sort of a victory considering how the first game was going. Sending 1-2.
How last hit down 1-2-3. Wow, Dragon Cannon from full screen. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a slash kick.
Maybe, but it definitely feels like Skywalker's playing way more loose and confident than he was in the first game. Ooh, whiff, but not ready for it.
Wow, the jab into push hands. That's a Hwoarang classic at this point.
Stop, but no. Late on the punish, still has a chance. Slidey.
Rage driving coming, whiff, and the jumps. Alright, here's the
parry!
No follow-up though, and Kgargos went for the parry right there, but Skywalker did the low. That parry was sick.
Yeah, good job. You know, I feel like maybe more than the parry, he was waiting for maybe he was probably waiting for a back one at the end, but the parry whiffed and he was like, all right, I'll take this. Maybe I wasn't expecting this thing, but it's a whiff punish nonetheless, and definitely way different from Skywalker than the way Game 1 was playing.
Looked way more comfortable this time around, and kind of like looked like they flipped sides, right? Like Kgargos was having trouble getting something started. I thought the turnaround point was going to be when he did that classic setup where he did the flamingo jab, which I think is +5, and then he did the push hands counter hit launcher, and Skywalker fell for that.
Yeah, he parried the rage drive, and then he went for legend kick. That's not guaranteed, even if you do it fast as possible, right?
No, not since auto parry existed.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. So I was surprised he went for that and not the DSS 1-4, which would be normally.
It might have happened when he may have maybe have inputted it too fast, so then he kind of skipped over the 1 and went straight to the 4.
That is possible.
Now I'm wondering if we're gonna see maybe the Armor King from Kgargos, but Game 1 was so good for Kgargos. I feel like, you know, sticking with Hwoarang might not be the worst idea.
Yeah, we'll see if he sticks it. I think like more than anything, it's like, you know, Kgargos is still playing the way that he wants to play. It's Skywalker that had the big change in between Game 1 and 2. So Kgargos now has to, you know, backlash isn't hitting, rolling choke is getting broken. We have a Ling now.
What is this? A page out of Xiaoling's book, maybe?
We'll see how Kgargos approaches playing Ling compared to. We saw a bunch of Xiaoling in Group A. We'll see if what Kgargos' take on the character is.
Another look at the Mishima Dojo.
Round 1.
There's mountains in the back.
Fight.
Alright, right into it. Down 4-3. Another one. Another one. Do it again. Give me 4. Law kind of has a little bit of an issue with AOP. Doesn't have anything that hits like 100%. Kind of gets a 90%, but nice back turn hop kick here. The wall.
Yeah, everything that he has like a counter to it, right? You know, like down back 3 would hit AOP, but then you know Link could just go for a hop kick.
Right, AOP hop kick or just predict and duck. Saw the power crush and try to respond with his own.
Counter hit Dragon Hammer. AOP down somehow avoids that, right?
I think sidestep right AOP.
Okay.
Sidestep right AOP. Alright, Skywalker having a big life lead here. Kgargos trying to go in with the Ling. Nice bait.
Magic 4 isn't... The easy option is to just do standing 3, right? I feel like that's what I usually...
I don't know how consistent it is. Right, back 2 whiffing over there as Ling lays down on the floor. Wow,
Nice
down to
choice.
3?
Yeah.
Round 3.
He could have just gone the punch string in the back, right? Minus
He can
11?
punch string, or he can do 4-3 into Dragon Stance 3+4.
Yeah.
Which requires some execution, of course.
But he just went for down 2-3. It's like, screw you.
The wall. Storming Flower Ender. Wow, while staying 1+2?
10 frame. Well, sometimes. Nice duck. While standing 4, though. Not doing the while
Also
standing
take
1
it.
punish that we saw Shaolin doing.
Round
I
4.
like that little shuffle there from Kgargos. Kind of made Skywalker lock up. Skywalker only needs one more round to keep going. Banana peel!
Yeah. Breaks the regular throw.
I feel like banana
gets
peel
thrown.
has more of an effect when Law's wearing these yellow pants. Alright, here's a
but
firecracker
firecrackers.
getting mixed! Oh, the junkyard. Power crush through it. And then the spring kick, stomp on him. Oh, get jammed out the air, no conversion. The low takes it now. Final round between Skywalker and Kgargos.
Who is going to be 1-0 in the first round of Pool B?
Oh, nice block on the second hit. Oh, Punish got a Dragon Hammer instead. 3 down 4-3.
Decent life lead for Skywalker, but gets whiff punished.
Runs into the down 4-2-1 to the wall. A little short maybe. No, still got it. There's a mix up.
Dragon
Oh,
tail?
that's not even a range drive. Oh, he did a magic drive.
Ooh,
Nice
what a punish!
punish.
Clean wall splat.
Kgargos in a bad spot right here in the corner, and the counter hit 3-3. Oh!
You win.
And Skywalker takes that set. That was a good set.
Oh, I started getting really stressed out towards that final round right there. Once the Dragon Tail came out, I was like, okay, anything can happen now. These guys, these guys are
We're
playing
playing some
crazy.
Tekken.
Yeah.
We're brawling in the streets out here.
Well, like you said, law player's law player. We saw the flips, we saw a banana peel, we saw a dragon tail, we saw the junkyard, we saw the whole checklist, and along with the check mark on the W column for Skywalker right there. 1-0 in the first round of Pool B.
Yeah, that was sick, dude.
I gotta decompress a little bit after that. So, you know, we'll do that with, tell them about some social media stuff while I catch my breath here.
Yeah, be sure to follow Bandai Namco Esports at BNE Esports. Follow the YouTube channel as well, where you can find the archives from the Tekken Online Challenge and such as this and others. Follow them at twitter.com/Tekken. You're already here. You might as well follow at twitch.tv/Tekken and find Tekken on Facebook as well. And right after that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with some more Tekken Online Challenge action from West Africa Edition.
See you in a few minutes.
バンダイナムコ
Why do Nina and Anna hate each other? I think one's a better assassin than the other, right?
Who do you think is better?
I honestly think Nina's better.
Why? Okay, before we answer the question why they hate each other, why are you hating on Anna?
Look, I just think Anna rubs it in. She's trying too hard. Nina's just trying to live out here. And I feel like Anna is the one who goes out of our way to mess with Nina. Like that's just my perception of it. I could be wrong. And that to me, I feel like that just means Nina is more about her business. You know how I know she's about her business? Because she had a whole nother game outside of the fighting genre to let people know that she's about killing people.
Death by degrees. Okay. Interesting reasoning. All right, so you're using accolades. So this is my personal take on why they hate each other. So Nina, she succeeded her father in being an assassin.
Okay.
For the country. He died, and Anna felt that it was Nina's fault that she died. Obviously, they had that confrontation in front of his grave. They ended up slapping each other. They slap each other every single game, right?
Slap.
They even have special slaps in the game. Yeah.
Slaps. How can she slap? Go on.
So, that being said, Anna has always taken it very personally to not only go above and beyond her sister, but also be that person to be in her way. She has always been trying to block or stop her from doing her job. So Nina was put in, after Kazuya captured her, Kazuya's version of the Mishima Zawachu captured her, put her into cryo sleep between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3. Anna voluntarily put herself into cryo sleep just so she could come out the same time to battle Nina when she came back out. That's crazy to me.
That's real rivalry right there.
Like Nina's out of the picture and you're like, you know, let sleeping dogs lie. Like, you know what? Let them do their thing. She was like, nah, freeze me too so I can beat her up when I get out.
You say she did what?
That's why I think.
Put me in the tube.
That's why I think
I want to
Anna's
go in
better.
the tube.
That's
why you think Anna's better?
she's
That's
not,
pettiness.
She doesn't need to be an assassin. She's just being an ass, and I like that.
I don't like that. That's why I said Nina's
the
better.
end. Oh.
That's why I said Nina's better. She's just trying to live out here.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree here, but I think that's why they hate each other. Obviously, it stems back. It's a family thing. You know, family things are very complicated. I don't want to really say who's right and who's wrong, but I'll just say who's better, and I think it's Anna.
What?
I still say Nina's better, but you guys can make your own decisions after the arguments that Mark and Steve have laid out. But everybody, welcome back to the Tekken Online Challenge 2021 West Africa Regional Finals. We just saw Skywalker get his first win in Group B. Maybe he will also have a 3-0 run in his group, just like Xiaoling did in Group A. But we are going to go into the second round of games, and we couldn't see the first game of round one, but according to the results, CasseCoeur defeated Roock 2-1. I really wish we could have seen it, but unfortunately we could not. And now we're going to go into round two, which is supposed to be Skywalker versus CasseCoeur.
Yeah.
But once again, shout out to Astro for being the official headset and mix amp of the Tekken Online Challenge 2021. Thank you, Astro, for powering our audio here. We appreciate you very much. But what do you think about this? We saw Skywalker just now with the Law. How do you think about the Law versus Eliza match, if that's what we get?
You know, I've played that match a decent amount of times, and I still honestly have no idea what I think about it. Law does have decent options and punishers for a lot of Eliza's moves and kind of like gimmicks and stuff, but the range that Law likes to play at usually favors Eliza's a little bit. And we're taking a look here at Pool B, so, you know, we've had one round of matches happen so far. We have 2 rounds left, which we're just starting right now, and the first match we'll see is Skywalker and CasseCoeur, as you just said, those top 2 right there.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to be optimistic in Pool A, and I said, you know, just because you lose the first one, you know, might not be a big deal. You know, you still got 2 more games, but, you know, Aquila and Hayai both lost their first games of round 1 and ended up being number 3 and 4 in their pools. So maybe I was wrong, and maybe it is a big deal to lose your first game. So Roock and Kgargos, you know, they definitely have to step it up a little bit in their next 2 matches. Otherwise, they're going to be left behind.
Well, here's the thing with with Roock, we still have, since we unfortunately we're not able to catch Rook's first match, we still have no idea what character Roock is playing. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. We still don't know if CasseCoeur was playing Eliza or something else. You know, we still have some unanswered questions. You know, again, apologies for not being able to get you that first game, but you know, connection issues. But we're getting Skywalker's player card right here. Tekken Tag 1. What Tekken did you start on? But started playing 2017. Like I said, I'm assuming he means competitively. Favorite character, Law, good taste. What player do you respect? Knee, you know, the safe choice, but a good choice. And you know,
I'm surprised he didn't say like Malgu.
I don't even know if he knows who Malgu is because Malgu isn't Malgu anymore, right? He's Nameless
the
King.
Nameless King, named deceased. All right, now we have CasseCoeur here. Favorite character, Eliza. Started playing 2005, Tekken 3, and also respects Knee. And he's there with a regional ranking of 3rd place. So this will be a 2nd versus 3rd place matchup, which should be interesting.
I don't know I saw Eliza. You see his favorite character right there, and that's the character we're gonna get in this first game. I was just thinking about, you know, like Knee is such a good choice for a player that you respect because, like, I feel like 90% of the time, Knee could play your character better than you can. So you could just learn so much just watching.
I think like 99% of the time, dog.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look at this arena. This is the first time we're seeing this. With the fire and the fireworks shooting out everywhere. Starry night.
I'm still sad that this stage, the Pac-Man stage is gone. The Pac-Man version of this stage is gone.
Yeah, I know.
And not like an alternate that you can pick.
Alright, runs into the Dark Wave. Tries to legend kick to get in. Like, it'll cover the option of going over the fireball, but still a little risky, right?
But CasseCoeur just staying back. Moonglide 4 into the free hit.
Ooh, 2nd hit.
I don't even know what the frame data is on that. It looked like she got stunned.
Imagine if the combo started, no one knew about it.
Running slash kick. Weird interaction between there. Doesn't convert. Even tried to go for the safer Moonglide 1-4.
Well, flipping away. Page out of Rip's book, maybe?
Oh, and then the fireball, the Moonglide 1.
Round 2.
So I had the biggest trouble, you know, trying to figure out, because one fireball is unsafe and one fireball lingers and is safe, right?
Correct.
And then I realized, you know, it's one of those things where, like, in retrospect, I'm a moron for not noticing. She uses different hands for throwing each fireball.
Yeah. I had to, I actually just went live for that, like, last week, and I was like, oh, you can just pay attention to the hands, but it's a little difficult still in the heat of the moment, right?
Yeah, but it is one tell that you can try to figure out which fireball she's doing, because the frame data is completely different on them.
Oh, the big whip on the dragon punch. And that should take it to the wall, side wall. Nope, straight on. Easy peasy junkyard ender. Alright, one round apiece here.
Looks like Skywalker, kind of the same way he was approaching the Kgargos matchup with first. Being a little bit hesitant, trying to find his footing. Maybe that might just be something that he does on purpose, where, you know, just trying to figure you out at first, and then maybe in later games he'll pick up the steam a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like he first starts off really passive, and then later on in the set he starts to, you know, pump the gas a bit. But
EXDP coming out, I wasn't expecting that one. Normally I'm pretty good at sniffing out when an Eliza wants to do EXDP. That one completely caught me off guard. Beautiful punish on the toe kick.
yeah, that is launch punishable. I just realized CasseCoeur also has Eliza profile picture. Nice setups there. Oh, this is Skywalker's round. All right, going to final round, game 1.
Everything from the stomp on was pure Bruce Lee like stuff right there. The back turn 2-2 into the legend kick over the fireball, beautiful.
All right, down 2-3. Tired of dealing with these dive kicks. Gonna get to the wall.
Misses the legend kick combo. Slash kick hits though.
1, 2, 3. Counter hit. Crouch jab as the wall coming to jump over.
You win.
Huh,
That
what
is
did
a
he
wall
do?
player if I ever seen one.
He hit the wall.
Hit
He
the
did
wall.
crouch jab into jump over. Okay. I couldn't remember how he set up that jump over, but I was like, did he mess up or is that on purpose? Or was it a mess up and he just rolled with it?
Yeah, maybe he called an audible
Yeah.
right after. Interesting stuff there.
Those last 2 rounds, both with some interesting wall shenanigans. We were talking about it before watching Skywalker play. Like, sometimes he doesn't always go with the tried and true Dragon Cannon. He did in the previous round. Dragon Cannon saw that CasseCoeur wanted to stay down. The Stomp, I don't know if it consistently does that cross up, but crossed up with the Stomp, hit on the ground, and then the back turn 2-2. Because honestly, that's genius because you cross up with the Stomp, they're head towards, so if they hold back to get away from you, the back turn 2-2 is going to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit them in the back anyway.
And then the legend kick over the fireball, mwah, so beautiful.
Definitely signs of a law main for sure over there. But, that did go to final round, even though the last round was, pretty convincing in Skywalker's favor. CasseCoeur definitely had signs of life over there, just couldn't close it out. Just a few bad decisions in the moment, like, that EXTP out of nowhere, things like that ended up costing him, but we'll see if he can turn it around.
Yeah, but again, maybe just that example of what we were talking about with Skywalker, maybe he didn't need to wait till game 2 to turn it up. Maybe he, in those first 3 rounds, like, I know what to do. I'm going to go in. And then he messed him up the next 2 rounds, so good stuff to him. CasseCoeur going to Infinite Stage with Eliza. Definitely the wall was the cause of those last 2 rounds. So maybe an emotional choice, but Eliza's pretty good with Infinite, honestly. She can set up cool blockable stuff off of tech roll.
Forget how pretty the stage is sometimes.
Yeah, even though it's so simple, but the colors and the it's very well designed for how simple it is on paper, right?
I feel like this song is like the iconic T7 song now.
Yeah, right? Down 2-3, the second hit connects! What the hell? What the hell was that?
Interesting ender there.
I mean, it's better than, this being the iconic Infinite stage for this game. Tekken 6, we had the Sheep stage, so...
I love the Sheep stage, dude.
It definitely wears on you a little bit. For most people, the Sheep stage in Tekken 6 was their version of how people feel about G-Corp at this game.
Oh, God.
Running tackle, Skywalker...
He still has the life lead, though. 6 seconds left. Big flip. Oh, my God, dude.
Somewhere Rip,
He's
somewhere
like, you
Rip is
want...
smiling, and he doesn't know why.
You want to pick Infinite on me? Let's go. I'm backflipping out of this.
I don't have to engage. I have the life lead. Great pulses of my block on the down 4. Just like the way Xiaoling was playing in his pool, right? He had the life lead with Ling, even though a character that you expect to be tricky and doing stuff and cracking out. But you're like, sometimes you just chill. Like, I don't gotta go in.
Yeah. Especially when you have a huge lead. This is very reminiscent of when Super Akuma gave his take on how to deal with Akuma and maybe Eliza. Just cat dash. She can't do anything to you.
Round 3.
Another quick round from Skywalker. Keeps looking better with every round we see of him so far in this group.
Starts getting more and more comfortable. He's just having fun, I feel like,
Had meter, but didn't want to use the EX dive kick on the Wing Glide forward.
No punish on the second hit.
Challenging with the down 2, but no down 2-3. Oh, counter hit though!
Finally got it. Still willing to go for that low.
Damn. Oh, God!
Wow, legend kick ender on the face on towards. 19 seconds left. Oh, the meter, no parry. That block was so fast.
The expression of that blockable. He had to spend both bars of his meter to get that one round. So he's in a kind of vulnerable spot right now.
Yeah, but I mean, she does build meter super fast. Oh no. Throw break right there on the knee lift.
No legend kick ender, but that can be trickier than people think it is.
Oh my God, the jumping low.
Sweep.
Yeah, it's so slow. We saw Skywalker duck and then get back up and got hit. He's
What the hell?
Moon catapult over. Oh my God, the DT into the instant slide mix up.
He is so pissed. He got hit with that up 4. That was all out of anger.
Yeah, man. He's like, you want to hit me with a slow ass low? I got one of those, and I got a bunch of other stuff to throw at you too. Yeah,
Skywalker, super entertaining. second round game from there against CasseCoeur. Good job with the Eliza, good try, but drops to 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I was saying earlier before the event started that I was looking forward to seeing what type of tricks Skywalker had in his bag, and so far, he's doing a very good job. Keeping me entertained.
I'm still thinking about that stomp into back turn 2-2 and then the duck jab into jump over. Like that stuff, I've legitimately never seen stomp into back turn 2-2 before. I've never thought about it. So
he does propel himself forward. All right, so that's gonna close it out for first match of round 2 in this round robin. Next up we have Roock, who we still haven't seen play yet. Whose favorite character is Lee Chaolan, but we don't know if they're playing Lee Chaolan in this event. Started playing in 2017 in Tekken 7. Which player does he respect? Ash, and he is ranked 6th in this region right now with a total of 125 points.
And he is going to go up against Kgargos, who we saw against Skywalker in the previous round. Gonna get his player card up soon, but we saw him playing Hwoarang, and then when the Hwoarang lost, we saw a Ling that ended up not working out. Favorite character, Tekken 5 Wang, but started with Tekken 7, he said, but started playing in 2S3. This information doesn't add up to me.
Hey, I mean, you could have started in T7 and then learned T7 and then booted up Tekken 5 and be like, man, I like this character.
Maybe it's the opposite of what everybody else has been playing. Like, you know, like saying, some people have been saying like Tag 1 they started on, but they've been playing since like 2017. Maybe he started playing like Tekken casually in 2017, but he's answering Tekken 7 is the competitive game he started.
Oh, you mean he started playing casually in 2003 and then competitive in Tekken 7. That makes
so
sense.
he's like the opposite of how other people have been kind of answering the question.
We got to kind of translate the answers a little bit, you know?
So, but T5 Wang was a really interesting character. Like DR Wang, like the back 2-1 into guaranteed 1-4 was like really cheap and weird for that game. Like that's something that would definitely get like patched out if it was in the game right now.
Yeah, Wang was an interesting character for sure, but he did. But, you know, in Tekken, what does that really mean?
I still think he's alive someday. But we're going to get our game. We're going to see our first look at Roock tonight. Today. Not tonight. It's still afternoon for me here. But on Gigas.
Man, didn't I say earlier that I thought he might play Gigas? I was kind of kidding, but...
You did.
Alright, so we got Gigas versus Hwoarang. It should be an interesting matchup. Get another nice look at Sook. Watch that train pass by.
Yep.
Where do you think it's going? Hogwarts?
I don't... No, actually, I was going to say, I don't think there's a Hogwarts here, but I think, if I remember my limited knowledge of Harry Potter, I think they mentioned there was, like, magic schools around the world, so...
Mm-hmm.
We just only got the weird British one.
Was there just an empty square in the middle of this market, I wonder? What are they... There's always a fight.
Yeah, like, that's what I was about to say. Everybody looks like they're ready to see a fight, so...
Back to no punish. Back to no delays. At least they get 12, I believe. Oh my god, that throw has been doing work this tournament.
I mean, if there's two throws that you better break all the time, and it's like giant swing and that Gigas throw. Great. Can we get anything?
Raw plasma blade.
Yeah. Counter hit under the jab. Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
Gigas wants to rely on that jab to keep you in check, but Hwoarang has a lot of good options for dealing with highs. We saw the back 4, we saw the round start down 4-4.
That's the classic, dude. That's like the 6th grade classic.
I think every Hwoarang player starts thinking that move is good, and then they all grow out of it.
Well, then you learn how Tekken works. You're like, wow, this one
Well,
sucks.
sometimes it sucks, but then sometimes you try to like rationalize, like, no, maybe it's a sometimes food. Oh, Duff! Try to punch parry, got Duff.
Big body splash. Look at those bolts sticking out of Gigas, dude. Yeah.
Rush down, jab, yeah. Crouch jab, trying to deal with that stuff.
Ooh. Wall hop.
At one.
Shoulder.
Oh, tried to interrupt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a weird spot. Yeah, fast slump.
Yeah, that's so it doesn't get that third hit right there.
Normally I would say system, but it was really hard to react to where that slump was.
Final round.
Yeah, plus it's a fat body on that wall, right?
Oh, started again!
No duck though, but it didn't get counter hit. So.
Counter hit
Dynamite!
right Stay down, don't want to get up into anything. Breaks the 1+2 throw this time.
Yeah, the cannonball throw, nice break.
Ooh,
And the
35.
1-2 punish on the fast
Stay
one.
down! What a read!
And then runs in with that finisher that does hella damage. Last hit unscaled as well. Look at those chains.
Yeah, because he had just stayed down previously and sprung kicked after like Roock whiffed something, so he made the read again. He's gonna stay down again. I'm just gonna punish him for it with that down 4 1+2 string. Great read from Roock, and he takes the first game here.
I've never seen someone react with that before on that read. Like
One
even
of those
with,
things where on paper it makes sense, but if you guess wrong, that string is launch punishable.
yeah, they get up and block it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
it's
only
like
other
super
thing I've seen is like that big pancake flip over move. Down back 1+2, I think it is.
Yeah, down back 1+2, and back 1 is another move that flips over, like hits grounded and flips over, but that's -15 as well.
Yeah, usually those are the answers I see for players staying down.
Yeah, there's also other weird ones, like you do like back 4, that weird like standing, like he takes like a big step forward stomp on you, like little weird things that you see Gigas so often that you don't think about like the situational things that you can do like that if you stay down on him.
Get ready for the
Alright, so
next
that's first match going to Roock. See what Kgargos can do. Kgargos also a Armor King player as well, but we haven't seen Armor King yet today.
Sticking with the Hwoarang.
No stage pick, we're going to the last day on Earth. No Negans today yet either.
And it's another situation where whoever loses here is going to be 0-2 in the hole.
Yeah, look at this stage, it's so misty, foggy. Dancing underneath the moonlight.
I know it's a zombie apocalypse world, but like in real life, if I'm ever in a place and this fog rolls in like it's Silent Hill, I'm out. I don't care where we're going. I'm not here. I'm not gonna be here anymore if this kind of fog rolls through.
I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going away from the fog.
Yeah. This is the fog where monsters come out. This is like Mist.
Oh my,
like,
Skyrocket. Oh, but the Hwoarang Classic, it just framed Skyrocket and then drop the combo.
He's definitely made a lot of good choices with this Gigas. Even though his favorite character is Lee, he's definitely plays this Gigas like he is completely comfortable with what he's doing. But he gets interrupted with the Plasma Blade. No, actually, yeah, it's gonna do it.
I thought he was going to do the down forward 3+4 air throw thing.
fight.
Alright, we're trying to back up right here. Feel it out a little bit. Maybe play some more defense, block some more moves.
Okay, well, send one fast enough. That doesn't get hit with the thing, but the Flamingo sweep. Definitely struggling to get anything going in this second game, the roll and choke.
Yeah, it looks like Kgargos just kind of playing good keep out against him, but boom, boom. The Iron Breaker punished. Whoa, so he went for the body splash.
Not a lot of 4-4-2 out of Roock so far with this Gigas, but another round for Kgargos in the second game.
3.
He's not unchained.
What are you talking about? Those chains are broken. Whoa, what a counter hit!
Alright, and the down back to follow up. Oh, got us the Hwoarang.
Oh god, that's 70.
Oh
That's
my
another
God,
20-ish.
Chunk.
He just
When
did like
Gigas
he did more than a combo.
starts ripping your life
Ooh,
apart sometimes just like
CTE.
that.
KO.
Just gave him CTE, bro.
Round 4. Fight.
Or Hwoarang.
That should be 2 rounds right there.
Another down for 4, not duck. Maybe Roock just isn't ready for it.
And the second part of that down 4-4 is a high.
Nice block.
Roock is just like, okay, this guy's giving me everything for free.
Yeah, I just need to wait for anything punishable. I rip my 1-2, get my free 35 damage.
No ducks on these high strings though. You might lose right here. No.
Uh-oh.
second time. He's the second time this game, but it's still a continuation of the previous game. Especially when Rook's in rage, Kgargos does not want to get up immediately because he's scared of getting up into the rage drive mix-up. So, you know, Roock had the right idea at the end of the first game where he just did the down forward, you know, the ground pound on him, but maybe he thinks Kgargos has learned his lesson, and it seems like he's still perfectly fine just staying on the ground like this after a knockdown.
Yeah, at this point in the matchup, these players have enough information on each other that they can start adapting and looking for specific things, right? Such as round start down 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just the biggest example of a lot of these high strings that Roock is not ducking. So definitely some improvement adjustments that should be made here if he doesn't want to end up being 0-2 in the group.
Yeah, because that is the one spot you're like definitely trying to avoid, right? You don't want to be at the bottom of the barrel there.
Mm-hmm.
But one round apiece right now. Nice signs of life coming out there from Kgargos. Now, what can Roock do to change it up? I mean, he was looking pretty good for a while there, just ripping those 1-2s, just playing patient, waiting for Kgargos to give him just give me a reason to do these jabs, right?
Yeah. He's gotta just try to bait out more punishable things because, yeah, like you said, anytime he did a punishable thing like Flamingo Power Crush or the Flamingo Hop Kick, there's 1-2, free 35. But you can't always be holding back because then you gotta worry about, you know, him running in your face, doing down 3-4 into Flamingo Sweep and stuff like that. So, you know, sometimes you gotta mash a little bit to try to force out, like, these choices out of Kgargos. And you gotta think about, okay, this guy consistently wants to stay down, especially when I have Rage available.
Alright, looks like we chose to go to the Precipice of Fate. What a eerie place. Although it looks like a nice spot for camping.
I like that tree. I like those
The
trees
shrubbery.
over there. Yeah.
Fight.
And then this I don't like. That looks scary. I went to the Grand Canyon one time. And,
Just stayed around the trees.
no, I just saw like a rain. I saw like a storm coming towards me. It was like I was so high up that I actually was above the rain clouds and I saw them coming towards me.
KO.
Well, it
Lots
looks
of
like
dead
Roock is
jab,
coming
jab,
towards
jab,
Kgargos
jab.
right now.
Fight.
Down forward 2, overextended a little bit.
Is that the first down 4-2 we've seen?
The second.
Tomorrow?
He did one in the previous game. And just like that, Roock kind of ran into it. He is getting mauled right now on this wall. We gotta go back to the 1+2 throw as well.
Yeah,
Again, down for
dancing
1,
around him right now.
into the back one.
Fight.
Yeah, the Flamingo pressure for Roock. Getting the big hand sweep. And got floated out of spring kick.
Yep.
The wall.
It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh, 3 hits, guaranteed.
Ah,
And a desperate 1-2. Nice block there from Kgargos. Kgargos 1 round away from moving on.
another down 4-2. I don't know when the adjustment occurred, but Kgargos is now the one patiently kind of poking him down.
Big 1-2 there from Roock. And the big block. No launch though, but you know, he got something.
Oh,
No gun.
up jabbed out of the throw.
And then Roock trying to immediately make an adaptation there by putting that plus frame move into the 4-3 lift. Yeah. Unfortunate there, and that's going to take it for Kgargos over Roock. Roock now down bad, I believe, right?
Yeah, Roock now 0-2 in the group. Kgargos gets to stay alive 1-1 along with CasseCoeur. Skywalker looking pretty at 2-0, but that was a heartbreaker at the end. That's just one of the examples of, like, you know, frame data is not always the be-all end-all, right? You gotta take spacing, you gotta take multiple frames of frame data into account, and you know, like, I think in the first round he might have blocked that down forward 3-4 power crush, and he got the 1-2, but that time Kgargos got it blocked like at almost like max range, and he autopiloted the 1-2 and it just whipped completely. And you know, it's one of those heartbreaker moments, especially when it means that you probably have no chance of getting out of the group now.
I mean, All right, let's take a look at the regional final schedule. Currently, you guys are watching us right here at the West Africa one. Next week, we'll have Central America. Following week after that will be Philippines and East Asia, followed by South Asia. And then after that, Southeast Asia, Oceania, West Europe, East Europe, Japan. And then in 2022, we'll have Korea, and then finally North America.
North America being the very last one, along Japan, Korea, North America. 3 of the I would say the mainstay region. Europe also being obviously like it feels like the traditional regions are rounding out the regional final schedule. Not sure if that's on purpose or not, but now, like you see right now, all of these other regions, Tekken is a worldwide game, and I think we've always known that to a degree, but the online challenge and Tekken 7 in general, just showing how global this game is. But we're gonna get into our round 3 matchups. Kgargos, who we just saw with the Hwoarang, versus CasseCoeur. See the player card right here, ranked 7th regionally.
Yeah, we saw him unable to play Wong, unfortunately. So we see him playing as Hwoarang.
Now we have the Eliza.
So, I think since Tekken 3, but I wonder who he played before Eliza.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a good question.
Because Eliza obviously was not in Tekken 3.
I wonder how old he looks, because his photo does not reveal age very well. He looks like he's kind of like in his 20s, or he could be in his early 30s, just going by this picture. But playing since Tekken 3 means that you're probably in your 30s, like I am. But
my first Tekken that I ever touched was Tekken 2.
How old were you?
I was pretty young.
You're like 4?
Yeah.
But round 3, the final round of Group B, our first game here. Kgargos, CasseCoeur. Both these guys are 1-1 in the group, so more than likely whoever wins this will, at the very least, be getting out of this pool and losers. So high stakes here.
Another visit to the Infinite Azure. Nice, bright, and cloudy. I like this side of it more, with less sunlight.
Well, they're stepping into it to give you the view you desire.
This is where I want to be.
Gray.
Indirect. I'm like an indoor plant. Indirect sunlight only.
Power Crush. Oh, the 4-4-3-4 in return though. Little combo spike it down. Always weird for me. Oh, nice pick up with the 4-4-3-2 into Moonglide.
Nice.
I was just about to say, it's always weird when Eliza. I understand. Like I talked about it before. Eliza's pretty good on the stage, but it's such a different strategy they go for compared to a wall stage where it just feels like they want to push you toward the wall and then force that down 3 mix. And here, with the infinite stage,
they're always complaining about how the down 3 doesn't hit clean. So screw it. Let's just take it off the board.
Yeah, and then obviously on this infinite stage, if your opponent's playing correctly, there should be very few chances for you to get that down 3. So instead, they kind of play like this weird turtley style.
Round 3. Fight.
1-1 on rounds here.
The round start back 1.
1+2 throw.
Is that the only time she teleports around like that? Why can she teleport? That's not a vampire thing, right?
Well, depends on who's writing the vampire lore, but it's definitely been a vampire thing before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tekken 8 Eliza.
Split punish.
Tekken 8 Eliza, she's gonna turn into bats and mist.
That might be cool. Oh, sneeze on him.
Blockable.
Round 4.
Alright, final round. Wait, not final round. Potentially final round, game 1.
Round. So we get that beat drop.
And ball break. No break.
Oh, Peacekeeper right in her belly. Oh, nice
XDP. Was that again? Not expecting it.
Full screen dive kicks. Eliza trying to build up some meter here. Doesn't have any to work with. But Eliza can close out this. Oh, went for the delayed hop kick? That would have been sick if it worked.
Can't kill here, might try to force. No, he just pushes him out full screen.
Alright, here comes the mix-up.
Still no meter. Counter hit! Not really ready for the counter hit, but back down 3-4 takes it. Definitely final round, game 1 now.
I wonder if CasseCoeur tried there. Maybe DP, but DP without meter is not immediately invincible. Alright, little mini conversion here. Not the best damage, but it's something. And Eliza has meter now. Oh, burns it right away.
Another hit.
Gonna put Hwoarang in rage though.
Potential final touch here for CasseCoeur.
CasseCoeur just jumping around.
He learned something from fighting Skywalker.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he was expecting the back one, but it didn't come out. He's got meter though
He
now.
wants to avoid the rage drive, maybe?
Oh, no, he wants
down and dive. Wow, what timing on that? Finally ripped it right there at the perfect timing for the counter hit. I don't think I've ever seen the clouds at this angle before. They got real dark.
Yeah, it's so annoying to chase down Eliza when she's jumping back like that because the dive kick is such a different tool to worry about. Because like when Akuma and Geese jump back, all they can do is do like fireball, right? And if you block the fireball, unless it's EX for Akuma or EX for Pukin for Geese, which he can only do while he's in max mode anyway. But it's launch punishable, right? You block the air fireball and you can launch Geese or Akuma. Eliza, she does dive kick or EX dive kick, and it's like, okay.
It's a little ambiguous. Hey, you just gotta deal with it, right?
Yeah,
or what happens is you finally run into it and you get counter hit by it.
Yeah.
Right? When
And
you finally decide to
she can wait pretty long in her jump before committing to the dive kick, so it's like you even have to like worry about like when is it gonna come out. So it's far more risky to chase her down while she's jumping back like that compared to the other two 2D characters.
Mm-hmm. And as we saw, it worked out right there. You know, if you have the read and timing on your opponent, you can definitely land that dive kick counter hit, score some big damage.
And with that, CasseCoeur gets the first game.
Ready for the next battle.
Getting right into game 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna finally see a character switch out of Kgargos or the Hwoarang, and we just pick walls. Yes, Howard Estate.
Get to see a nice little view of the Howard Estate again. I'm always surprised by the size of the swords and statues. Like, Geese is a big dude, but he ain't that big. Those swords and armor belong to giants. I like that little walkway in the back, too. And that big-ass golden dragon. I want that in my room.
Geese is such a weird.
He's a god. Wow, starting off with 3+4 right away. I know, break on the throw.
Break. Backlash. Kgargos hitting him with all the stank right now.
KO.
Nice whiff punish.
Mm-hmm, the 3-4.
Round
Jackknife? Is that what it's called? I forget.
fight.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Oh,
Finally it works, but he doesn't
Hey, what a
convert.
combo.
This isn't the combo.
It still did a chunk though. If you look at Eliza's life bar.
He had like a 15% success rate, but he never got punished for it, and now it worked, and he wasn't ready.
Nice low parry here. Wall, a little short. Throw some waves at him. Chuck some plasma.
What the hell?
It's right in their face. Here comes a dive. Oh, goes to sleep. I gotta take. I'm tired. I wouldn't talk. I'm taking a nap. I'm a nap right here. Okay, nothing right here.
Full meter right now, spends it. Little unlucky because the Dark Wave hit too late from the EXD. Like if that fireball hit earlier, he wouldn't have like wasted the meter for FADCing it.
I mean, it's Eliza. She builds meter pretty fast, so.
It was still, you know, going into the third round with 2 bars, a little bit more options on the table.
Nice launch here to the wall.
Now we get to force down 3 into EX Moonblade, or whatever it's called.
I haven't seen a lot of. Oh, I don't think that was on purpose. It might have been. I don't know. Oh, that one was. Nice 2 rounds to 1 here for CasseCoeur.
Yeah, we,
One
see,
round.
we had all that meter on the
One.
table, and we spent it on 2 EXDPs. That's value.
That's Costco brand now. All right, dive kicking our way. Try to get away from the wall. Another throw, not broken.
We're looking real good right now. Nice block and punish. Should be dead. The wall's in a weird spot though.
See what the combo is. Oh, birds the meter on it. That was a nice idea, but too many hits.
I wonder if
Right.
the other version of the stream would have reached.
Oh
But
my god.
only a true master.
There's a reset in there. Oh, he missed it.
Small character.
And the dive kick right there. Up back dive kick takes it.
Lost both games the same way. Up back dive kick at the end, and CasseCoeur is gonna end the block 2-1. Most likely coming out in losers, unless Skywalker loses his next match, which is coming up now, up against Roock.
And this match, Skywalker versus Roock, should be, I believe, the last match of Pool B. Right? And it should cement some things into place.
Last match here, Roock versus Skywalker. Skywalker has been looking better and better with every match we've seen from him so far. And Roock, you know, had a little bad break with the Gigas against Kgargos. He's 0-2 right now, but he can force a weird tiebreaker situation right now if he manages to give Skywalker his first loss of Group B.
Yeah, that would be like kind of like a Cinderella story almost, right? Because here we see Rook's stats. Favorite character Lee Chaolan, but mostly been playing Gigas in this event. Started playing in 2017 in Tekken 7. Which player do you respect the most? Arslan Ash. Arslan, very popular. Alright, and he's ranked regionally 6th with a total of 125 points.
I still think it's crazy. Like 2 years ago, nobody would have known who Arslan Ash was, and now, like, some
Now he's-
people's like, highest respected player, you know? So
Yeah, for sure. And we also will see Skywalker, favorite character, you guessed it, martial law, maybe force law, maybe he likes force law. Started playing competitively, presumably, in 2017. But first Tekken was Tekken Tag 1. And which player do you respect? The legend, Nee.
there is
Alright.
Nee. Is Nee the longest active Tekken player at this point?
I mean,
Never
don't
has
think so.
never has left. Like never has really left the scene since he started playing, right? Other people have come in and out, right? Like Kudons came back and stuff like that. But like
Oh,
ever,
that's what you mean.
ever since like T4 Nee, he has been playing and has more or less been like a top player in the Korean scene.
I mean, are we talking about only in Korea or like worldwide? Because I'm
I mean,
sure there are
like, well,
players that
yeah,
have been...
Ryan, Chad actually brought up Ryan Hart. For Street Fighter, I know for Tekken he's dipped in and out. I was thinking of Tekken
Takes a
specifically.
spot here and there, right?
Yeah, I was thinking of Tekken specifically, but Ryan Hart is a good choice in terms of Street Fighter anyway.
I mean, there's been plenty of players that have been playing since Tag 1 days. They just don't win it.
I feel like a lot of the people that you would bring up, they've skipped a game at some point, right? So
Well, I mean, most people end up taking a break from the game, and they just kind of decide where, you know, life happens, then they have other priorities, or they have other games to play. So, they just move on, and eventually, like you said, like Kudon, sometimes they just come back.
yeah, and like just I was just thinking about like just like the idea, like obviously like one of the reasons that I feel like a lot of people have been a lot of people in this regional finals have said they respect Nee is just that longevity, right? That's like he's like a dynasty unto himself, right? So
Hey, if you were in one of these, who would you put as, you know, most respected player?
the first player that instantly came to mind would have been Mad Dog Jin.
Oh,
But that's
from
because I
back in your
started
Hwoarang days?
because I started as a Hwoarang player, and that was definitely like the first player I looked up to and respected. And just looking on, even though he still plays Tekken 7 to a degree, he's definitely not at that level that he was at his prime. It was definitely like my heart. That was the answer my heart instantly came out with. So.
Who would you say now?
Now, I don't know. Probably Reno Face.
That'd be tight.
You may not have heard of him. He's a little bit underground.
and occasionally opposing. Alright, we're going to Jungle Outpost 2 here. Alright, Law versus Gigas. Matchup wise, definitely heavily in Law's favor, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, this is one of the matchups where it's like Law can just bully and rush down, so.
Right. Nice little view of the stage here. We get to see the airplane crash. Nice little view of the parrot, too. Let's see how Skywalker deals with this matchup. Little crouch jabs here. Skywalker's definitely going to try to stay on the offensive, keep Roock blocking, trying to get him holding back. Oh, 1-1-2 legend kick, that was sick, and the block on the face down low.
Round 2.
Yeah, right there. That first round is what I expect Skywalker to do. Just smother Roock and try to read his like mashing to defensive option.
Yeah, Skywalker just trying to lock him down with these jab strings, right? And then Roock has to be very careful, has to pick his spots on when to challenge.
Frame trap again. We saw that against Kgargos.
Oh, nice hit confirm on the 4-4-2-3.
Yeah, even though he's low on life, again, like Skywalker is still trying to keep this aggression going. Run up throw, not dead though, on a sliver.
And the generic low into flip kick. It's kind of like an insurance play, but it's kind of risky because if they block the first hit and second hit, it's non-punishable. But if they try to punish the first hit, they get hit with the flip kick like we just saw.
Yeah, if they block both parts of that and kill you for it, it's one of those things that's like, all right, you got me. You're like it's like getting caught red-handed with your hand in the cookie jar.
Alright, Skywalker kind of struggling with these Dragon Stance transitions a little bit. But the pressure from the jab strings and everything is on point. Oh, the running move hits him out of the fake flip. Oh, gets the wall bounce right here.
A little close though, slide, still alive again.
Legend kick, it is a high, so had that weird little interaction where it goes over the low and nothing hits. 3 rounds straight there for Skywalker.
Yeah, Roock tried to force the throw after the frame advantage off of the string. Skywalker had the read and just duck jabbed him out of it for the last little bit of damage he needed, and that's kind of what we expected in the at least character matchup wise, right? Law gets to just smother Gigas, and Gigas just has to press a jab, press a duck jab, try to go for a low crush, something, and hope that he doesn't get counter hit or hop kicked or something out of it.
Right, I mentioned before, like, just how bad of a matchup that might be, and that Skywalker showed exactly why by, you know, just locking Gigas down and making it so Gigas really just can't do anything to challenge Law's, you know, frame advantage.
Yeah, I think that the only matchup that might be more aggravating in that sense might just be like Gigas versus Steve. It's just a lot of the same. Steve is just like flailing on you, and you just have to kind of like take it.
Yeah, just you have to be really patient and pick your spots, get a good read on your opponent, maybe land a big counter hit, because the thing that Gigas does have over Law is damage. But you know, that requires you to actually land one of these counter hits first, which is not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, counter hit or a clean whiff punish, which is hard. When we already talked about it when we were talking about who was playing Lucas when he was playing Gigas in Group A. We talked about like Gigas can't move, so it's not like he's gonna when somebody's in your face like that. It's really hard to get a whiff punish, like a sidestep whiff punish or something. Like you go for sidestep 2, but we're finally gonna see this Lee Chaolong come out.
Yeah, his favorite character, man.
Yeah.
And this is matchup-wise, this is definitely way easier. Actually, I feel like Lee might have a slight advantage in this matchup because of certain moves like down 3 and forward 4. If you can time those correctly to beat Law's high heavy type of character, so if you can land these counter hits, you can definitely work out for him. And take a nice look at the Duomo series here. Beautiful stage. Nice block and punish on the low.
This matchup is pretty classic, like Tekken 1, thinking about these characters like kind of being clones of each other.
Well, Lee was that like a kind of weird Law Paul clone, right?
Yeah.
Now he's definitely grew into his own type of character.
We'll see if he's ready to execute. Gets the little back turn. But what are we gonna do here? Weird situation.
Yeah, I don't think that was even execution error. That was just its error. Nice slidey. Oh, big whiff.
Dragon Hammer and then just frame trapping him.
Round 2. Fight.
Crouch jab out of the power crush there.
Walker just waiting. Frame traps him with the throw.
Wall in. Nice combo. Just the back two. Doesn't look
He
like
tried. He really wanted that balcony break, but the angle didn't hook him up.
Yeah, nice running 3-4 from Roock and calls out the duck or the parry with the up forward 4. Nice knee launcher. Goes for a hop over step of his own. Ooh, pushback doesn't allow that to punish. I think maybe standing 3 will reach. Ooh,
Slash kick.
Also got one of the better ones in the game.
Fight.
Ooh.
Nice combo, the DSS 3. Goes for the Oki Ender. I said knockdown, counter hit, banana peel, counter hit, dragon hammer. And Roock just unable to find an answer to this aggressive law play from Skywalker.
Yeah, I tried to bring out the Lee as a last-ditch effort, but maybe, wasn't ready to connect. On the other hand, Skywalker playing Law all throughout the group, kind of looking cleaner and cleaner over time. That walk around on the running 3-4 into Junkyard was beautiful. And once again, we're going to get a clean 1 through 4 in this group. Skywalker answering back to Xiaoling with a 3-0 of his own group, and CasseCoeur with a 2-1 taking second place. CasseCoeur will start in losers semis against Lucas, while Skywalker and Xiaoling will play in winners finals in our final 4.
Yep, and that'll end it for pools. Those are the 4 that we're going to see: Xiaoling and Skywalker and winners, like you said, Lucas and CasseCoeur and losers.
So now we're gonna get our final 4 here. So we have. Is this? I forgot what Lucas's ranking was on the regional, but Xiaoling, Skywalker, CasseCoeur, is that 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean 1, 2, 3.
I think Lucas was actually 4th. Actually,
Yeah. So our top 4 in terms of points is our top 4 for our finals. So interesting how that works
all
out.
according to plan.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna see the rematch between Xiaoling and Skywalker. They were in the finals last time for the qualifiers, and then in losers, the CasseCoeur versus Lucas. Should be some good matches.
And Lucas, if you guys missed it, was playing a pretty good Gigas and Asuka. Interesting set of characters. But we're gonna while you're here, follow the Twitch channel and follow Bandai Namco Entertainment Esports on social media platforms. Twitter also, the Tekken main Tekken Twitter account. Right here on Twitch, Tekken, YouTube, BNE Esports, Facebook Tekken. Follow all that stuff right there.
All right, and we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more West Africa Tekken action, guys. Stay tuned.
Top 4 coming up.